Okay, so you want to change your spark plug wires. Here's the deal, alright? Spark plug wires are connected on the sides here. All 4 of them are down in here connected. Okay? Your coil pack is back down in here. Alright, it's way down, back behind the plenum here, back behind the block, back behind the top end of the motor here. So, you're going to actually have to take your plenum off, and a lot of other things which I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. I just want to tell you this is going to be, hopefully with my video, only a 5-6 hour job for one man. It took 2 men who didn't have any references, just going off of the wires and where they're at. It took 2 of us about 5-6 hours. We actually almost pushed 7, but we had lunch. So if you're going to start this project, start early, and make sure you're prepared to go through a pretty long day. Alright, let's start. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to undo your latches here on the filter. You're going to pop that puppy open. It's pretty simple. Just the 2 clips right here and here. You are going to then loosen this, loosen that, and then this whole assembly here will come out from here all the way to here. You're going to take all of that out. Then you're going to take this hose out. You're going to take this hose off right here. Okay? Then you're going to take this hose off right here. And then you get into the nitty gritty of taking everything off. Okay? Now there are some videos out there that say, or some forums out there and videos that say you can do it without having to take your plenum off. And they're absolutely crazy. 100% crazy. You have to do it. If you want to make sure it's done right, you don't want to be cursing at your vehicle, getting bloody knuckles, not sure if you did your job right, you have to take the plenum off. There's just... Okay, so you're going to have to take this hose off to get to your 4 main bolts here. Okay, so to take this apart, you do this, which pops that open. Okay, so here's what you have to do to close these brackets back up. You just grab it, both sides, like this. It's really hard to do one-handed, but here's what you're going to do. You just squeeze it until it clips in like that. That's it. That's all you do. That's how you reattach those. Alright, unplug that. And unplug all of these wires here. You want to unplug all these. And you're going to unplug this from the canister there. Alright. Okay, you're going to have to undo this.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Have to unplug that to get it open.
You're supposed to be...
Okay, so you got to remove this right here. And you got to remove this right here. Take these 2 off. You got to take both of them off to remove this. Okay, you're going to have to remove this too. Here, it's one of those clips. Just put a screwdriver in here, pop it open. Alright, you're going to have to take this piece out too. Oh, I wonder. And you're going to have to take this piece out. Right here, this clip. This hose right here has to come out. Okay, this right here comes from right there. That one there you're gonna unplug as well. Yeah, no, I got it. You gotta take this off, this whole piece, and down in here, there's 2 bolts holding it on that are directly in the bottom. Okay, so when you're going to take this off here, you're gonna run into, I ran into an issue, which is, let's see if I can show you. Hold on, I can show you. Okay. Alright, this is where I ran into an issue. This piece right here, gonna block you from getting the bolt off of right here. What I had to do is I pulled on these wires right here. These wires are the wires. These hoses right here are the hoses that hold that piece. So you just kind of pull them up. It doesn't feel like it budges much, but it budges just enough that you can get that piece to move to take your bolt off, and also slide this off. You're gonna have to just wedge it up. See how it's just hitting it just a little bit. When I lift this up, it lifts up just enough to squeak it through. Okay, so you're gonna run into that issue. Not a big issue. You're not gonna be able to use your plier or your ratchet to get that bolt off. You're gonna have to use this to get that to get this bolt off right here. Off there. This one here you can get with a regular ratchet though, with an extension. That's on the passenger side on mine. The driver's side didn't have that issue. As you see, I already took the driver's side completely off. It's gone. It's right here. Took it off. So you got the two bolts here that sit in the plenum. So when you go to take the plenum off, you actually have to. You're gonna have to pick it up and push it that way a little bit to get past these pipes right here. You don't have to undo these hoses, but you do have to wiggle it out that way to take it out.
Not this guy.
So you're gonna have to take this off. 1 1/8. That's how you're gonna get to it. Alright, so that's right there. You gotta unplug that from the core. Okay, you just, on the other side, you see those metal pieces sticking up? You could either pull those, push them towards the back of the car, and then it'll come off. So this clip here, this is what it's going to look like when you take it off. This is what the clip's going to look like. You just put your screwdriver right in the top here. It'll look something like this. Just put your screwdriver in the top there and pull it out. Or you'll see a little piece of metal sticking up. You can just push it off like that from the side. That's it. That's what's holding it on there. Okay. That plug right there needs to be unplugged. And when you're putting it back together, make sure you don't forget to plug that back in. Because you have to take everything all apart. Once again, just for this little plug. Right there. See, that's where it goes, right on the side of the core. And what we had to do, get that off, we had to take these 3 bolts off. 4 bolts on the top there. And there's a bolt down in there. Let's see if I can see it here on the screen. Where is that at? There it is, okay. Then there's another, well, that one I just showed you. So you got a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts you gotta take to get that off. And we took that out, which is laying right here. That pipe out. You can see exactly where we disconnected it. In order to get that pack out of there, which is gonna be a tight squeeze, just kind of gotta fidget it out. But you can get it out. And in order to get that pipe, in order to get this pack out, there's 2 bolts on either side of it you gotta undo. Okay, so right here you're gonna have to take that bolt and that bolt off. And a suggested tool would be this right here. Works great, 10 millimeter. And then down in here, you can see I already have that main one done there. There's a bolt over here on the left and a bolt down in there on the right. You gotta get those 2 and that center one out, which is the center one's already out. But that you have to get all those out in order to take it off. That's in the back. There's one on this side, and there's one on the other side, which he's working on getting in there. That's what holds the coil pack. Okay, so suggested tools to get those down there. Here's what I'm suggesting. Here's what I used. I used this swivel. Okay, so here we are. We have the core right there. Spark plug wires there.
The clicking
Okay,
noise, I didn't
so
hear it all
now
the way
these
up,
are
but I
too
just turned
big
the stops and got
to go
on and
down
go up
in
the little
there.
hole there.
It's not gonna go back
The
in.
left front.
We're gonna figure out some way to get it back in. Okay, so we took a board and we hit the air conditioning lines here and we bent them up. They're aluminum.
Bend them back.
So we're gonna bend them back when we get the core down in there. It's the only way we can find to do it without having to kill ourselves. Quick tip, put the screwdriver down in here so that way you can keep your gasket in the right spot. You just put this down in here and guide it down in there.
Ice pick would be better.
Ice pick would be better for that. One other suggestion, use tape on the end of your socket so you don't lose your bolts. Works great when you're putting them back in.